Ahmad Hardy is now just 68 yards away from breaking Cody Schrader's program record of 1,627 rushing yards in a season. And CPD says the issue isn't slowing down anytime soon. They've already handed out 28 tickets for speeding over 65 miles per hour in 2025. And so at KMU Sports, we wanted to see how we stack up against the Mizzou players who ran the dash earlier this year at the Combine.
Off he goes.
Let's just say Luther Burden is a lot faster than me. That's right, Hudson. The Gator Bowl is actually the 6th oldest bowl game in the entire country. And yesterday, I got to sit down with the president of the bowl to hear how the Tigers fit into this history. Well, it took a little bit longer than most people expected, but Missouri wide receiver Luther Burden is officially a Chicago Bear. I'm here outside the USS Orlik, which is a historic battleship here in Jacksonville. And speaking of battles, that's what the Tigers are planning to do tonight against Virginia. Multiple Mizzou starters didn't play in the loss to Virginia today, but this gave a chance for some of those younger players to step up and give us a little sneak peek into the future of the Tigers program. In the student section, is it just me, or do these kids look a little bit younger than the usual Mizzou student? Over 3,000 Columbia Public School students in attendance for their annual field trip day. Fans here at the draft today are bracing the cold and the rain, which is why we are right here inside the comfort of the media center. I'm here at the Missouri tailgate inside Everbank Stadium, where they just played Mr. Brightside and it got pretty rowdy in here. This Arkansas defense has given up plenty of explosive plays this season, so this is something Bo Pribula and company should be able to take advantage of. Stankowski Field is often filled with young people. It's also the home of Mizzou Club Lacrosse. Lacrosse is one of the oldest sports in North America, and sometimes on this field, the old meets the young. The helmet helps hide his age.
For years, the kids called me the godfather of lacrosse. Now they call me the grandfather of lacrosse.
But Eddie Hedrick won't let his age stop him from playing the game he loves.
I wanted to be able to say I played my last game at least when I was 80 years old.
Did that. Even scored a goal.
He's in better shape than most of us, honestly.
Honestly, he probably should score. The Missouri Club Lacrosse Alumni Game is named after Eddie.
It's probably one of the greatest honors that I've had in my lifetime.
For more than 25 years of that lifetime, he's coached lacrosse at Mizzou. Though his introduction to the sport came unexpectedly as a student at Bowling Green University.
I lost my track scholarship.
So a friend suggested he pick up a stick.
Why don't you learn to play lacrosse? I said, what's that?
In just 3 years, Eddie danced his way to All-American honors.
A bit nervous, so I was moving around in the cage all the time, so they titled me the dancing goalie.
After college, Eddie found his way to Columbia, and again, the game found him.
Saw a couple guys playing, and right away he ran down the hill. I knew this was it. He's going to get on this team.
Eddie began coaching at Mizzou in 1999. Influenced heavily by his college coach, Mickey Cochran.
Mickey was instrumental in really making you into not only a good player, but he always considered us family. And I've tried to adapt that part of my coaching and everything to the kids.
We kind of emulate what they did, because I bring them over and have lasagna.
And the house the kids come over to? It's pretty cool, but that's a different story. This one is Eddie, in his coaching and his players.
Just because he loves the sport, he really does, and a great group of kids. I mean, they really, he gets to know them really well, and they get to know him. And
Eddie's fantastic. He's the best coach. His just demeanor on the sidelines, just at practice, he always kept things loose. He's just a really inspiring guy.
He's probably been the best goalie coach I've had. He's taught me a lot of stuff. He's a very knowledgeable guy. He's great.
And he's spread his knowledge across Columbia, starting programs at Hickman, Rockbridge, and a youth league.
But you got to turn it over to the young guys, and I think at 80 years old, I've sort of milked it a little bit. Spoken
like a true grandfather. Megan Dorr, KMU 8 News, Columbia.
Good job, good job, good job.
The pounding of footsteps. Every runner knows the sound, a universal language.
I'm from Germany.
Kenya, Nairobi, England.
Kenya, Australia.
South Africa.
Kenya, Bungoma County, Mount Elgon.
They're called the Commonwealth Queens, their nickname from Coach Levermore.
I don't think Lev knows that Germany isn't part of the Commonwealth, but we let it slide.
The team's diversity adds to its close relationship.
Yeah.
All the miles that separate them are actually what brings them all together.
You go through the same things in terms of like missing home, and there's not the opportunity just to jump on a plane and like be there in 2 hours. So I think that brings us even closer together, is sharing that similarity of the really hard things you go through, and we see each other at our highs but also at our lowest.
Whether you're from Australia or Germany, that you're still away from home. And so I think it's created maybe enhanced a bit of a family environment.
Like, we are family right now.
It's good having the balance between like having Americans on our team, like kind of creating the culture of, this is how we do it over here, and us bringing in like an international zing to it.
The coaching staff uses the internet to help bring in the zing.
So we monitor all the national rankings from all the different countries, and then we monitor the World Under 20 lists, the World Under 18 lists.
And more recently, the world is choosing Como.
Decided I really wanted to come and run at an ACC university.
I just had this like gut feeling that this is like the place where I belong.
It was just what I thought of America.
I wanted much to see the snow. I thought it was a fun thing to have, but when we got here it was so different. It was so painful to be in the cold.
As the snow and winter approach, so do the national championships.
We're not going to beat around the bush. We want to be on that national start line and place as high as we can.
High expectations, yes, but why not? Miles of travel, miles of training. They've come this far already.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Santa and his reindeer, a Christmas tradition. But for the Skull family, reindeer are a part of every day.
Morning starts off with a shovel and a feed bucket, and it ends at the end of the day with a shovel and feed bucket, no matter what time you get up and start.
Carrie and Jeremiah bought their first reindeer in 2012. While Santa only has 8, plus Rudolph on a foggy eve, the Skulls and their 2 daughters have 20 on their Moberly farm.
It's very unique. Nobody else is really doing this. It's very few, numbers. We're really the largest one here in the state.
It's a very different experience. Not many people can say that they grew up with reindeer.
The family owns the Show Me Reindeer Company. And not surprisingly, the Skulls are full of reindeer facts. For example, like the famous song says, reindeer do actually make a click, click, click sound.
That is a special trait reindeer have. So when they are in a blizzard situation, the herd can hear where the rest of them are.
For these reindeer and the Skulls, they spend the holiday season in a flurry of road trips. The Skull family travels all around the state of Missouri to Christmas events like this one here at Our Lady of Lourdes in Columbia. They bring 2 of their reindeer every time. You can see we have Vixen and Clancy here behind me today. They also bring one of Santa's sleds for families to take pictures on. Now, you can't touch the reindeer, but there's plenty of room to go up to observe them, and they have a set of antlers here that kids can touch. The Skulls sell ornaments made from their reindeer's antlers. Reindeer are the only deer species where females also grow antlers.
The ornaments actually becomes their tradition. Some people collect them, have all of our different reindeer on their tree, and be able to see them, every year is special to them.
While the holiday season is usually a break for most families, that is not the case for the Skulls. The family splits into teams and typically works 2 events a day. The girls, who are homeschooled, take off these months.
We're gone every day on the road, but it pays off going to different places and seeing the smile that we bring.
And the work doesn't stop once Santa makes it back to the North Pole.
They are pretty much 24/7, keeping an eye on them and making sure they stay healthy.
It's very complex. There's always reindeer games being played, basically.
During birthing season, the family actually sleeps in the barn with their babies.
As soon as they hit the ground when they're born, we are out there for, sometimes over a week until they get strong enough to be on their own with mom. We have our beds set up out there and blankets and all sorts of stuff. We do our schoolwork out there too.
The cuteness level makes up for the lack of sleep.
They're the fuzziest little animals you'll see. Nothing will be a baby reindeer.
At the end of the Christmas season, Santa and his reindeers head back to the North Pole. The Skulls head home too, but ready to do it all again next year. Megan Dorr, KMU8 News, Moberly.